All right, guys, welcome to the team. We're excited that you're here. I want to give you a good summary of the next couple weeks, the next month, and explain a little bit about our process and what the training entails. General contracting management is pretty extensive. It has a lot of SKUs. We use a lot of trades. We do a lot of different projects, and it can be a little bit overwhelming once you get in and realize how extensive it is. And we are based around a lot of procedures and policies and checklists so that we can create a very consistent experience for our clients. So you know that I'm here. I'm in the conference room, and the boards are behind here, and these will be constantly being updated. But this gives a snapshot. It'd be a great thing to come in and just take a look at the process, especially the one back behind me with the arrows. See how a project, see the checklists of the projects, how they're run. But now you're about to start your training. And training is tough. We've put together different sections and different parts, and there's going to be videos of me. There's going to be screen shares on the computer so you can see, and there's going to be some manuals. If you're a project manager, there's going to be a project manager manual or sales. And we've tried to break it down as much as we can, but you really need to go into it with trying to absorb as much as you can, because this is just not a training course. This is something of how to think about projects. We've really put this stuff together not just to use up time, but because it works. And if it's followed, we know that you're going to be successful in sales and you're going to be successful at managing projects. So go through it. You're going to see a little bit more of me. You're going to learn how to do CoConstruct. If you're in sales, you're going to learn HubSpot. You're going to understand how to get your head wrapped around, Google and the calendar and email. And also you're going to see there's a bit of subsidization with Larry Janetsky's School of Entrepreneurship. And that's something that I've been in for a few years now and has really helped us grow this company. So I'm not going to try to reinvent the wheel. I'm going to try to bring in what he's already set in place and what's really helped. So you're going to see Wow Foreman here. There's other management training I'll go into in a minute. There's Profectus for the sales. So we're going to have videos of him explaining business in some of his stuff, and we're going to add to that. But we're going to use, because why don't reinvent the wheel, just make it better. So that's what our job and what we're trying to do. So really go about the training and try to absorb as much as you can, because we've really thought about it. Also think about how to add to it. We will always want to be better. So we want to add. So as you're going, maybe make some notes, say this wasn't clear. Can we add to that section, or maybe embellish a little bit? But once you get going and you understand CoConstruct and you understand our basic policies, and you've already started a project, or you're shadowing a project for another project manager, or you've done your first HCA as a salesperson, that's just the beginning. Contracting is constantly evolving, and you're going to need to keep up to date with the industry, regardless of what you're doing. Watching This Old House and Ask This Old House or Find Home Building on YouTube, or even just on PBS, has been a huge help for me over the years. And I still watch it religiously, all that stuff. I'm a big YouTube guy. I love watching stuff on YouTube, keeping up, because there's a lot of new products coming out. There's a lot of new codes coming out. And if you're in sales or project management, you need to understand that. Now, if you're staying in that and you're feeling great just going out there and selling or project managing, that's awesome. But if you're thinking about a career path, we want to know that we want you to be on that. We want you to have a path here. So there is a secondary, once you've completed a certain amount of projects and you've sold a certain amount, There is a management course that we've put together, again, helped with by Larry Janetsky. He's done great, and that is the Pro-Am. And that's a whole other thing, a lot of videos. It's also supplemented with me and what's helped me out from books and podcasts and all that stuff. So, something you're interested in, get your head wrapped around what we're doing now. And, we can talk about that in the future. Again, you got to understand, we're in the mindset here is this board needs to change up every couple months because we want to add and make better. So you might be learning some stuff, and we might be getting feedback that maybe it's not the best way, and we are going to end up changing it. So don't feel like we're doing that stuff on purpose. We're actually really thinking about it. We have the right data that we're able to analyze. So be fluid. Understand there's some fluidity of the training, and we want your feedback too, to say, hey, listen, when I was out with the clients, this is kind of the feedback. Maybe we need to tweak some of our policies and procedures. So we're super excited for you to join the team. We want you to be successful, because when you're successful, we're successful. So all of this is put in place to make you successful. So welcome aboard. I'm excited. You're going to see a bit more of me. I love doing videos, and why, and I think you need to learn how to do videos too, is because it scales out, right? So if you're in sales and you can be good on videos, you can send out your videos to your clients and have those touch points, and you're everywhere, and you're not using a lot of your time. The same thing with project management. Having videos like this for your clients before you go on to that, prior to that site visit where you're the handoff and you're gonna start that project, you can go over some common questions and answers about your contingency and about what's gonna happen, and how the project's going to be run, and what they should make sure that they have personal items outside, all of those little things that you normally would have to do and talk about is great to put this in. So you already want to thinking about that. You're going to see a lot more of me. I'm going to try to do this. I think it's a good way to convey what we're about here, and a lot easier for people to learn. I know I'm a kind of more of a visual learner, so I hope these are going to be helpful, and welcome aboard again. Thanks, guys.